Well, football is, of course, ultimately just a game, but for the next 2 hours, it might not feel like that. The stadium is full of noise and energy. This certainly matters. Expectations and decibels both rising fast here. Things are heating up, and we'll be getting underway very soon. There's the whistle, and here we go. Well, those of you who followed English football around the turn of the century will certainly know this man well. He is, of course, Giovanni van Bronckhorst, another fine Dutch import who claimed his fair share of trophies whilst on these shores.
And later on in the continent too, Peter. He never really struck me as a flashy player, but rather a model of consistency, adaptability and intelligence. He excelled in one of the hardest roles in the game.
A role, of course, you know very well, Jim. Van Bronckhorst, an incredibly influential player, and it is no surprise that he's worn that famous orange shirt more than 100 times. Donadoni does well to get it back, and there's green grass ahead of him. Marquinhos can get it clear. Well, the defence proved infallible then, but that won't be the last they'll see of him. Neymar looking for the run. Yamal providing an outlet on that flank.
Oh, that's a cracking ball. Too quick for defence and keeper.
It is early, but the game hasn't yet sparked into life. Messi. And it's Sergio Roberto. Oh, good read. And he's managed to gift it back. Donadoni. Beckham. And it's been played through. Oh, Neymar! And it's a goal! They forced the error and extracted the maximum punishment.
It's just sloppy to lose the ball like that, Peter. The ease which they were able to cut through them from there, that definitely doesn't have a good look about it.
After 15 minutes is number 7.
Barcelona are already chasing the game. They didn't envisage that. Quarter of an hour played. And it's Rashford. Oh, strongly challenged there. Xavi is the distributor-in-chief, always looking for movers. And here's Vieri. No, he's not getting past him there.
Well, that's good defending. He squeezed the play and he gave him no chance to get on the turn.
Excellent challenge there, uncompromising. Rashford. Neither of these two want to come off second best.
Indonesia are clearly playing a patient game here, looking to pick out those runners.
Yeah, that's a lot of the forwards, this style, doesn't it? You need them to be very sharp, chasing non-stop, running after lost causes.
Yeah, and you need a lot of movement up front if you're going to make it work.
Back into the middle, and that's an errant pass. Chiellini. And the two sides separated by the game's only breakthrough moment to this point. 1-0 the score. Oh, the ball's gone astray. Oh, he's been caught napping. He's got away. Ball comes in.
Well, that has caused disappointment to some, unsurprisingly, and disgust to others. What a waste.
And that has earned a reprieve for the time being. Engages and forces him off the ball. Well, he's ended up in no man's land. Well, he was clearly disappointed with that pass.
Well, I think the opposition saw that pass coming a mile off, and it wasn't the best decision.
And he's quick to snatch it back. Now it's Vieri. That's going to go a long way. Looking to play him in. Marquinhos promptly onto that, and that is that. And it's Rooney. And here's Rashford. Oh, this looks sharp. Rijkaard. Lovely pass, but can he get there? And he's picked out the run. Well, quality clearly deserted him at the... Oh no, this does not look good. Now it's Drogba. Now here's the delivery. And he gets rid in a hurry. Rashford is someone who's always looking to catch the eye with his trickery. He ran himself into trouble there, free kick given away. And the referee has shown him a yellow card.
Well, Peter, when you're up against a speedster, you've got to get to him early and not let him get into his stride, and they're just not doing that.
Vieri stood his ground strongly. Van Bouten. That's a good run down the left. He's through here.
There will be 1 minute added time.
Sergio Roberto. And it's Messi. Now it's Rooney. Pass somewhat off target. And we've reached half-time. And it's certainly simmered along nicely so far. Just the one goal in it, and it's all still very much up for grabs.
On the evidence of what we've seen, they're worth their lead. There was genuine intensity and purpose behind what they brought to the game. I think they'll want a strong start just after the break, though, to force the issue that bit more.
Indonesia are in a pretty decent position after 45 minutes. 1-0 to the good. So we're just settling back into this second half.
Indonesia really need to go and grab another goal.
Terrific header! It's in! They have grabbed themselves an equaliser.
Nggak main bro, nggak main.
Nggak
main FC, tapi pengen main. Head aja dulu, ntar kita ini. FC berapa tapi? Si 21, 22, 23.
Yeah, it all came from some really smart movement, Peter. Did the defence let themselves down by not picking him up? I think the boss won't be amused.
And that has added a whole new complexion to the game.
Well, I'd happily watch this every week, Peter. This is exactly what you want from a big game.
Ball is over the line. He's cut it out. It's a pretty loose pass. Real chance! Oh, nearly, but nearly is nothing.
Well, to put it this way, he's probably made better decisions.
Xavi. Now it's Rooney. Rijkaard. Nicely aimed pass. Can he get on the end of this? Oh, no joy this time. Marquinhos. Moved on forwards. Can he get it through? And it's been played through. Messi. Sergio Roberto. For Van Bouten. Not getting too much time on the ball here. That is good pressing. Van Bronckhorst is one of those players who's known for reading the game better than anyone. Passing is crisp and sharp. Chiellini did well to step in there. That was more than necessary. That ball looks a good one. He has found the way through. Tries a shot!
That's just playing it safe and simple. He has saved the goalkeeper's blushes there. What great defending.
And he cuts out the supply. Now it's Villa, and this is Neymar. And now they can clear their lines. Messi.
They want to be quick here. It's breakaway time.
Rijkaard. And it's Rooney. Ball played for Xavi. And he's forced to go back. Van Bronckhorst. And it's Xavi. And Rooney. Rijkaard. Beckham, who's set up one goal so far. And Yamal. Yamal will not want to lose out here, not against this opponent. Tries to play it through. Rashford looking to get on the end of this. Takes a shot! Goal! Barcelona! And the game is well and truly turned on its head. The movement so precise, the finish sumptuous.
Barcelona are such an adept counter-attacking team. They produced something out of nothing there. A few seconds was all it took for them to convert a defensive situation into a goal, and it's very impressive.
Substitution.
Time then for the first substitution of the game.
Yeah, they're looking for some imagination, and his job's going to be to add that element of craft and guile, the man pulling the strings.
Barcelona get themselves into the lead.
Look, he's the one everyone expects to put the ball in the net. That's what he's paid to do.
Now it's Villa. A lovely bit of skill. Nice control. We get a throw in.
Substitution for Indonesia. Number 8, Yamal. Coming on the field is number 9, Bayern.
Indonesia really might just end up kicking themselves after that. That could well have been it.
Indonesia have, after this, one further opportunity to make a substitute. And the finish! It's loose and there's a race for the ball. Could be danger here. It is looking like the end. If anything's going to happen, it's got to happen now.
At least they're going about it as they should, having brought this on themselves. This usually is the time teams go into conservation mode.
Chance! In for the pieces! They've done it! We thought it was over! It's all square once more! And he's only too grateful to capitalise on the keeper's misfortune.
Yeah, his instinct told him that the keeper would struggle to cope with that, so top marks for him following up. I think it's really sharp play, it was well read, and he was a little quicker than everybody else.
And it didn't take him long. Just sitting on the bench and waiting moments ago, already he has scored.
I think the manager's claiming an assist here.
All square again into the dying minutes.
Credit where it's due. This is great attitude. Now the only question is whether there's enough in the tank to grab another.
Rijkaard. And time is up. A good watch, a really good watch. Both sides toiling to try and outthink, outsmart each other. The noise is just about reaching a crescendo here as these two sides get ready to lock horns. This is football at its finest.
Manchester United against
And the mood is boisterous. It is a perfect ambience for the central characters who are ready now to perform. Well, we're on the way.
The midfield three, Peter, I think are going to be key in this lineup because it's a very expansive system.
Yeah, it certainly looks a very front-footed approach.
It is, and with the front three, especially the wide men, running at and beyond the defence, there's going to be an awful lot asked of the midfield. They have to supply those balls the attack can run onto, while at the same time maintaining the team's overall shape by linking the front and back.
Gives it back. And he's made sure that's not getting through. David Villa! Decent enough try.
That is a really good chance missed, Peter. Certainly the way he's been playing.
Played in with purpose. Now this could be a chance. Donatoni crosses it in.
That's just playing it safe and simple.
That's a throw. He's a sharp little ball here. Yamal's cross. Casillas deals with that nice and simple. That's a little off target. Yamal looking to penetrate opposition lines. Oh, the whistle's gone. What's he given? Indonesia have themselves a chance from the spot. So the most significant moment of the game. And he's buried it! 1-0. Not a twitch, not a blink.
Well, I'm not sure what body language the keeper was trying to read, but it didn't work.
The goal scorer for Indonesia after 15 minutes is number 20, David Villa.
So, a breakthrough already. Indonesia are seeing a lot of the ball and have a 1-0 lead to show for it. And the finish! Oh, it's hit the post! It looks as though the ref has given a penalty. He has. So, a big, big chance now from 12 yards. Casillas, in the context of the game, he must save it. It's bounced back off the post. It's an inviting-looking ball, that. Oh, no, that was never going to make it. Oh, that pass isn't the best. Well, that's beautifully weighted. Cruyff picks it up out wide. Shoots!
I'll tell you, Peter, the keeper owes him big time there. He's lucky his mate was wide awake to that.
And here's Cruyff. And across it goes.
Well, that has caused disappointment to some, unsurprisingly, and disgust to others. What a waste.
A poorly directed kick from the keeper. He's given it away. And it's Neymar. Cruyff. Alonso. Knocks it into space. Brilliantly cut out. And the two sides separated by the game's only breakthrough moment to this point. 1-0 the score. Nice sequence of passes, this. Tries to play it through. And into the grateful arms of the keeper. Looking for a runner. Chiellini makes the interception. And Cruyff! A whisker high.
He's not happy, and you'd expect that, but at least there's plenty of appreciation for what was a genuinely fine effort.
It's a searching pass. That has not gone well. Neymar. Oh, he's getting hounded, really hounded. Cruyff looking to be a menace in the final third. Now it's Mbappe. Lovely pass, but can he get there? Indonesia do have a chance to counter here. And no, that is pretty much the end of that. Well, he's seen that early, used a certain sixth sense. It's a poor throw, that, picked off with relative ease.
It looks very much like they'd be happy to settle for this narrow lead at the break.
He's got away, plays it in low, and he's cut it out, and he's there to belt it away. Not the most accurate pass.
They want to be quick here, it's breakaway time.
Well, that is not the best ball, and he offers an apologetic look.
His teammates are really annoyed with that, you know, and they have every right to be.
And that's the end of that. It all started well enough. And here's Cruyff. Neymar. Neymar! Oh, the ball in for the pieces. Sticks it away. They have done it. They have their equaliser.
Well, I always thought they had it in them, Peter. They upped the quality as needed, and once they got going, they were awfully hard to stop.
Some heroic goalkeeping, but even that couldn't save them this time.
His instinct told him that the keeper would struggle to cope with that, so top marks for him following up. I think it's really sharp play, it was well read, and he was a little quicker than everybody else.
That has certainly made things interesting.
This is exactly the kind of contest you'd expect when you have so much class from both sides. The next goal is going to be so significant.
That's gone all the way through to the keeper. And the first 45 minutes are up. Nothing to separate the two teams at half-time. They've both given it a really good go, and they head into the break all square.
And we'd like to inform you now
So,
that
all
the
square at
latest travel
half-time,
information
each
is
side
currently
matching
being
the other
displayed
blow
on
for
the
blow
screen.
at the break. So once again, we're underway. Looking to play him in. Looking for options for movement. Cross from Cafu. Oh, he had to make that, and he did make it. And now the breakaway. Neymar is a player who barely needs an invitation to shoot. Costa Curta kept aware, and it is reclaimed easily. Passes coming off in quick succession here. Great ball, a chance for a shot! And he was there to get a vital touch.
I think he's done great there, both reading it and dealing with it.
And we have our very first corner. Well, he should have done better, and he knows it.
Yeah, he may have snatched at that a bit, even though it was quite close.
And for a moment, you felt that was going somewhere, but they'll have to go again. Looking for the run. Skillfully cut out. He is so at ease on the ball. Manchester United ran themselves into the proverbial cul-de-sac there. And it's Beckham, aimed beyond the defence. Baresi was alert to the possibilities, but in the end it's fruitless. Now it's Cruyff. And the pass is intercepted. A probing pass. Good ball over the top. That's been cut out, well played. And that's put paid to a promising move. Drogba showed plenty of zest in getting to the ball, but couldn't quite sort it out. Cruyff is on his own. He's having a shot! Goal! Manchester United! They've done it! It was coming! They have their reward! The movement so precise, the finish sumptuous.
Yeah, when you're hit on the counter-attack like that, it's like walking into a...
Chance! Didn't quite get enough on that.
Well, it really shouldn't be allowed to happen again. It needs to be dealt with at source.
Pass somewhat off target. And that's been won straight back. Cruyff. It's a mighty effort! And that's caused a worry or two.
Mbappe certainly knows that he's missed a real chance there, but he can't dwell on that. He needs to pick himself up and move on.
Rijkaard. Nicely shaped ball. Oh, super ball. It's a foul, it's in the box, it's a penalty. And that is a huge moment in the context of the game. To square things up. And he scores! Back in business! Not much more than a formality.
Played a game of double bluff here, I think.
This is quite a battle.
Well, there's resilience for you, Peter. As a side, they never lost focus despite the setback, and this is thoroughly merited. For me, now they can go one better, possibly.
Mbappe is onto this.
Well, he was given the time and room initially to hold on to the ball, but eventually he was squeezed that bit harder and the task became too much. I think he's got to be a little quicker in his distribution then and get others into the match.
Passing is crisp and sharp, and he's in on goal, and the shot! Donatoni. Neymar. Cafu gets across to intercept that. Oh, Red, nice interception. Neymar. And he's intervened well there. Now that looks a decent ball. Yamal has it in a wide position.
Oh, that was one big no-no when you've got a queue formed in the box.
Takes the shot! And that's a real chance missed.
Well, we could be headed for a scenario in which next goal is the winner. That chance could have been it too.
Pressing's intense, and it's paid off.
Don't you just love the level of intensity here? Neither is prepared to back down, and to be honest, that's how it should be.
Well, the chip pass hasn't quite come off. And that is as far as they're going to go. Baresi deals with that. Bellingham with the foul. And he is going into that little black book. Mbappe, great vision. Kukçu calmly anticipates. David Villa is herring after that one. That is good alertness. Well-timed, excellent interception. Rijkaard is the team's great visionary. Can he get on the end of this? Pinches it off him. And it's Beckham. Nicely weighted ball.
Well, he certainly wasn't in the mood to take any risks.
Time added on, 4 minutes. Now it's Cruyff. Oh, that's fabulous. Threads one in. And the assistant referee rightly gives him offside. Chiellini. Drogba. And the shot! Oh, that's incredible! Late in the day, this could well be it! Complete awareness, he understood what was needted, and he executed it smoothly.
Yeah, it's mystifying that...
And that's that. Indonesia have been forced to do it the hard way, but they have pulled themselves through unwaveringly to win. A great performance by any measure. So bring it on. Hype, expectation, emotion. The game yet to kick off. The excitement already palpable. Well, colour and passion just oozing from the stands here. These fans love their football, and we're about to be dished up a feast of it. There's the whistle, and here we go.
Well, if you're looking for a showstopper, I think we need to look no further than Kaka here, Peter. To me, it's all going to be about how much of the ball he's going to see.
So does he have a specific role?
Yeah, basically to get on it and take it to the opposition. That's what he does. And in doing that, he engages it.
And the shot! Superb goal!
Well, they would have been looking at him to produce the goods. And that was very kind of him to oblige so early. Well, Peter, they're trying to claim offside here, but this stinks of desperation to me. They know they've got it wrong.
Ajax finding themselves unexpectedly behind. Costa Curta kept his eye on it, and he's there. Knocks it into space. Donadoni. Ronaldo chasing after it. Nicely intercepted. Gerrard. Tries to pass it through. Yamal. Donatoni. Decent progress down the left. Donatoni tries looking up for options on the left. Thuram gets in to thwart him. So just the one early goal to report so far. 1-0 the score. Kaká. And he cuts out the supply. Yamal. And now the breakaway. Lovely pass, but can he get there? And he's running through. Oh, he's caught him in or out. And the referee has given a free kick just outside the box. Well, this looks promising in terms of distance and angle. And he's there to belt it away. That's a sharp pass. And this is Drogba. Indonesia are very much in charge here, dominating possession. Oh no, what has happened here? He has found a way through.
Well, I'm not quite sure he needed to hold up play quite as much as he did then. A couple of his teammates were very annoyed.
Fired deep towards the back post. Kaká. Great vision. Indonesia do seem to have a very clear game plan here, Jim.
Yeah, they're set up to play those long balls from deep, Peter. The front men have certainly been busy making the runs beyond that defence.
Oh, it's a tried and tested formula, OK, but very demanding too.
Well, you need your boys up front to work extremely hard, and you need to get the passing right as well, of course.
Nicely weighted ball. Cristiano Ronaldo! And that was probably asking just too much.
Well, he's clearly in one of those moods. I think even he was asking...
Here's a chance! And he was there to get a vital touch.
Pele really must be thinking what he has to do to score there.
Excellent challenge there, uncompromising. Can he get on the end of this? Messi receives it in a wide position. There's some great running on show here, but ultimately there was no way through. It's run loose here. Oh, he's been caught on it here. He is through here. Yaya Toure is a perfect combination of brain and brawn. Well, they've got it again. Now that looks a decent ball. Well timed, excellent interception. Neymar. And it's Beckham. Yaya Toure. Pele, can he get it through? Skillfully cut out. He is so at ease on the ball. The ball is loose and the chase is on. It's come through and he's had a quick look inside. And he's taking no chances there. He steps in, and that's the end of that. And here's Messi, played in deep. And that has been cleared. And he shoots! It's there! They have hauled themselves right back into it.
Well, I always thought they had it in them, Peter. They upped the quality as needed, and once they got going, they were awfully hard to stop.
One sweeping move, executed with deadly efficiency.
Ajax are such an adept counter-attacking team. They produced something out of nothing there. A few seconds was all it took for them to convert a defensive situation into a goal, and it's very impressive.
That has certainly made things interesting.
Well, this is to be expected, Peter, when you've got two strong teams of fairly equal standing. The outcome should all come down to finishing.
And now they can spring out of defence. It's a good ball out wide. Oh, good read.
That was well played, well stopped.
Couldn't squeeze it through. Gerrard. Oh, this looks sharp. And the pass is intercepted. Adams.
There will be one.
That's a modern
added
defender's
time.
instinct from a modern coach's mindset.
the most convincing of passes. And that'll be the last act of the first half. Nothing to separate the two teams at half-time. They've both given it a really good go, and they head into the break all square. So all square at half-time, each side matching the other blow for blow at the break. So once again, we're underway. Pele showed plenty of zest in getting to the ball, but couldn't quite sort it out. This looks promising. He's got away. Can he finish? And the ball's come loose here. A reprieve, albeit perhaps momentary. Messi. Now, can they get him away? Kaká. Neither of these two want to come off second best. Oh, well cut out, no margin for error there at all. Donatoni. Beckham.
If they want to counter, they could do with more speed.
David Villa. Drogba. I think that's offside. Yes, it is. And he's straight offside. Pele. Messi. Now looking to orchestrate a counter. And he's managed to get free. And he's cleared it out of harm's way. Ajax have got it back and they'll have another go. Well, it's ruffled a few feathers, but well dealt with. Now it's Beckham. Now it's Villa. Stood up well to him there.
Well, Peter, just see here how a lot of the attacking players aren't dropping back anymore.
And that means just one thing, I suppose.
Yeah, they just simply want to engage the counter-attack. They've got a healthy number of very tall targets to pick out from this corner.
Donatoni! No, he didn't quite meet it right. Now, what about this cross? Now it's Messi. That pass isn't the best. Well, that had the makings of something quite promising, but it's fizzled out into nothing. Nicely aimed pass. Kaká. Messi. And Messi! It's run loose. Who's going to get there? Out towards the flank. Aimed beyond the defence. Ball's chance! Well, that is clearly not the outcome he wanted.
Well, you see what a difference it makes to have so many runners into the box. Makes life so much harder for that defence.
Nicely shaped ball. No, that's been intercepted. Van Dijk. And here's Drogba. Yaya Toure. Kaká. Can he spark a counter here? He's found a way through. Good read, needed to be. And he's heaved it away. Closing in on the last quarter of an hour. And he was quick to react. Rijkaard. Costa Curta makes the interception.
Don't you just love the level of intensity here? Neither is prepared to back down, and to be honest, that's how it should be. Kaká!
And no, he couldn't find the finish.
Kaká has delivered a really costly miss. It could have been their last chance to win it.
Number 18, Donadoni. Coming on the field, number 19, El Hadj Diouf. Number 16, Kukçu.
Both sides then taking this chance to turn to their benches. It's a really well-measured ball. Deep cross. He rises! Didn't quite get enough on that.
That's good play. Plenty of targets in the penalty area and plenty of movement too.
Nice interception. His positioning was spot on. He's a sharp little ball here.
You can never be short of runners into space, as long as the space left behind is filled.
Cleared away. So what can they make of this? Indonesia are making a change. After this, just one opportunity to do so. Oh, that's a key interception. Chance here to counter. This is intriguing. Next goal critical.
Listen, the fans haven't given up on this by any means. They still believe it can be won.
Very nicely done. Ajax have a free kick. There could be trouble here, but for now the referee is keeping his cards in his pocket.
Well, not the best way to deal with it, but the old threat of pace clearly made him feel a tad uncomfortable.
Ruben Neves with the clearance.
I think we might be done here, Peter. I don't see there being enough time for them to try again.
That's a cute ball. That has ended up in no man's land. Well, the idea was a good one. The execution of it, not quite so.
Yeah, he just didn't seem to get enough on the pass, Peter, did he?
And they can counter here. Zola. And they're back on the ball again. Now that's well seen too. It's an inviting looking ball, that. Messi. So that's it. It is all over. A good watch, more than a good watch actually, certainly from a sporting perspective. It lacks winner of... Well, football is, of course, ultimately just a game, but for the next 2 hours, it might not feel like that. The stadium is full of noise and energy. This certainly matters. There's nothing quite like match day, especially here. This crowd doesn't do ordinary, and we should be in for something very special. And as you can see, we've already started here.
It's hard to overlook the presence of Tony Adams at the back here, Peter.
Yeah, well, he's dominant, isn't he, and uncompromising and courageous. Those are the sorts of words you always apply to him.
Yeah, and his reading of the game means he was always a step ahead of the opposition. He's surprisingly quick too, you know. It will be a massive challenge to get the better of him.
And the counter is on. And that could set him on his way. He's picked his way through. Well, that's pretty clear. It is a foul. Well, it's not taken him long, and that's going to be a booking. What a start. Free kick in a dangerous position in the opening minutes. And we have the first chance from Drogba! Well, now it's a race for the ball. Collar absolutely focused then on the defensive side of his game.
He's dealt with that very well, Peter. It's a real show of discipline.
Nicely aimed pass. He's got Saul! Goal! That pass has been well intercepted. Anything noteworthy in the early part of the match, Jim?
Well, neither side has really grabbed the initiative, I would say. Both must have come in with a view of not making any early mistakes.
Damn it! And that's what you call inspired goalkeeping.
Davids is offering a wry smile there. Size really matters, and it's time to make it matter now.
Rooney goes short. Played in deep. Oh, smashing header! Firm header, just off target.
That's a great attempt, although he clearly feels he should have done better with it.
That's a nicely shaped ball. Oh, that's fabulous! Well, he's seen that early, used a certain sixth sense. Park Ji-sung producing a good steal there, showing a good level of alertness. And that's been intercepted.
That was well played, well stopped.
Adams cuts out the pass. Whatever he had in mind, that was not it. Drogba. There he goes, motoring forward. And he's made sure that's not getting through. And now they can clear their lines. This looks promising. Thinks one through. And a chance!
Well, he got rid because he was under pressure.
Donatoni plays it in. That should be the goalkeeper's, and it is. Well, it's a nice idea, but the execution was lacking. And here's Drogba. Neymar. Cross needs to be good. And that has been cleared. Thuram. 0-0 still. No lack of chances, though.
I actually think both teams are playing okay here. We've had some good attempts, although they've mounted to nothing so far.
30 minutes gone. Oh, no, that was never going to make it. Well, the chip pass hasn't quite come off. Now, what about a counter-attack? And that interception was most necessary.
He read that really well and stopped it.
Davids is someone so often referred to as the defender's defender. Cross to the back post. Look at the space here. Lahm unable to make it happen for all his good intentions.
Well, yet another interception and a show of anticipation to be commended.
And this is Rooney. Now, can they get him away? It's out for a goal kick. David Villa is onto this. Still waiting for the game's first breakthrough goal. He's found a way past. Nedved. And that's a simple one for the keeper. We've got 5 minutes till half-time. Well, they can break here. Oh, no joy this time. Donatoni is sporting a guilty look after that.
Encouraged the pass with an intelligent run, but the pass just lacked pace.
Oh, important interception. Davids. It's a searching pass.
There will be 1 minute added time.
It's a sharp little ball here. Ah, he's had it taken off him. Defending of the desperate variety. And the half-time whistle goes. So we go in at half-time with both defences still yet to be breached. They rather cancelled each other out in the first period. Let us see what the second half brings. So both teams still stuck on the starting blocks here. 0-0 at the break. And we're already back up and running after half-time. So the first half brought no goals. Well, quality clearly deserted him at the crucial moment.
Clearly is miffed, having made the run and not get picked out.
Lahm picks it up out wide. And Dijk is there, and he can get that clear.
They need to play this quicker in transitions like this.
And here's Rooney. And it's made its way to him. It's all a little bit desperate, but it's got the job done.
You know, it was an intervention that had to be made. Serious trouble lay in store.
In towards the back stick.
Indonesia are clearly playing a patient game here, looking to pick out those runners.
Yeah, that's a lot of the forwards, this style, doesn't it? You need them to be very sharp, chasing non-stop, running after lost causes.
Yeah, and you need a lot of movement up front if you're going to make it work.
Rooney. Goalless still, neither side really getting onto the front foot. Davids. Shot a goal! That is decidedly lacking.
What a fabulous run. OK, it didn't come off in the end, Peter, but that would surely spark some kind of response from those around him.
Yamal. Beckham. Nesta gives no quarter whatsoever.
It's a decent chance to counter-attack.
Now it's Rooney. He's in plenty of space here. Cross deflected over the goal line for a corner.
Substitutions taking place.
It's their second corner of the game. Nedved plays it short. Deep cross. He rises! Firm header, just off target.
And he did so well to get himself there. What a good effort.
Oh, Red, nice interception. Well into the second half, and still there's nothing between them. Just eases him off the ball. Beckham. Oh, good ball! Played it early. Brilliantly cut out. Rijkaard. He's gone for goal! It's loose now and they want to get it back. Nesta, always a very imposing presence at the back. Thuram promptly onto that, and that is that. Pass somewhat off target. Nicely shaped ball. Expertly cut out, really nicely done. Nedved. And there's his chance to lead the counter.
Substitution for Indonesia. Number 8, Yamal. Coming on to replace
Searching
him.
pass he's played there.
Number 9.
Well cut out, no margin for error there at all. Nicely weighted ball. Driving through the middle. Decent chance! He scored! And late in the day, a telling moment.
Well, you can see what it means to all of them. A frustrating game, but now they have what they wanted, and they're rightly pumped and ready to go again.
And that is about as cool as they come. He picked his spot expertly.
He had the whole picture in his head, Peter. He didn't even look at the goalkeeper.
The noise is just about reaching a crescendo here as these two sides get ready to lock horns. This is football at its finest.
Manchester United against
Well, the
Indonesia.
pre-match build-up has been fantastic. Now, the game itself. Well, we're underway. Well, don't worry too much about sophistication and style where Gennaro Gattuso's involved, but my goodness me, despite all of that, he's priceless to any team, isn't he?
Yeah, he's living proof of the benefits of keeping it simple, Peter. He's there to win the ball, and once he does that, he's just going to play it short and stick to his position a little deeper in midfield.
Which all... Sola! That has been knocked clear. Bellingham wins the duel this time.
Halo bro, halo. Selamat sore bro.
Yamal. Eto'o. Gattuso. Oh, the movement is slick, the speed is slippery. The defence, though, able to hold on this time. He's going to have to tune his rangefinder before the next one. Ibrahimovic. And the pass is intercepted. It's a searching pass. Well read, nice interception. Anything noteworthy in the early part of the match, Jim?
Well, I think both teams probably feel it's too early for either to start taking real risks. So they're still very much in a phase of testing the waters and sizing each other up.
Nicely weighted ball. And Sola! And he was there to get a vital touch.
Really looked sharp there, didn't he? That's very well played.
Beckham. And here's Drogba. Now it's Villa. Indonesia, so far, providing no real test at all for the goalkeeper. Yamal is, of course, well known for his dancing feet. Whatever he had in mind, that was not it. Neymar charging forward, the ball at his feet. Bellingham. And the counter is on. Possession football, Jim, we're seeing plenty of it. What is it, though, that really makes it work?
Well, for me, what makes it work is the fact that everyone in this team has the courage to show for the ball. You can't shy away from it. You can't hide. You have to front up in a setup like this, and everyone is doing just that.
You make it sound so simple. He might... Can he finish? Well, that was nice, but not quite the end product required.
Neymar really should be making an apology. That longer range pass gave him a golden chance then. Size really matters, and it's time to make it matter now.
And the keeper beats it away. And it's Neymar. Well seen, saw that coming.
He read that really well and stopped it.
Manchester United have the chance to go the other way. Well, that's a booking, always looked it. Roberto Carlos is looking to influence the game from out wide. Aims beyond the defence. Oh, that's fabulous. Boyan! Just not quite happening for him just now.
Well, the breakthrough hasn't come yet, Peter, but you do feel they're upping the ante here. They'll get their reward if they can stick at this.
And the referee has brought play back and shown him a yellow card. And that interception was most necessary.
That was well played, well stopped.
Cannavaro. And Yamal. Chiellini does really well there, strong defending. Gattuso. Eto'o. Gattuso has quite a footballing brain. He's almost never outsmarted. And this is Boyan. Yamal. Distributed tidily. Eto'o stood his ground strongly. Drogba. Bojan.
This is the time you need that pace.
There's no such thing as a bad time to score, but this would sure be a good time. And it's Neymar. And it's Bojan. Now it's Villa. Oh, they could be caught out here. Odo. And that's been intercepted.
That's great positioning, so good from him.
Neymar is someone with real dynamite in his boots. And he's picked it up out wide. Eto'o. Beckham. Indonesia looking to pass their way through. Now, can they get him away? And this is Bojan. A corner it is then. It's their second corner of the game. Climbs up big!
Well, he certainly wasn't in the mood to take any risks.
There will be 1 minute added time.
Couldn't squeeze it through. And there is the half-time whistle. It hasn't been a bad watch, not by any means. The intensity levels are there. We've just lacked that telling breakthrough moment. An intriguing half, lacking only in goals. The score 0-0.
Please watch the screen for train departure times from all local major stations.
Here we go again then.
Well, I suppose from a defensive perspective, Peter, neither manager can be too unhappy. I just wonder which team is going to up the ante first.
Bojan. Now what about this cross? Shapes to shoot! Marvellous goal!
Dependability is one thing, and he brings that to his game, but that sort of dynamism is another attribute he's blessed with, and it's revealed on a regular basis too. Superb.
The invitation was clear, and it was accepted with the utmost glee.
Yeah, it's simply tragic defending when a renowned finisher is ignored. It's how he built his reputation.
So we have our breakthrough.
It's so often the case with goal scorers, little influence, and all of a sudden, bang.
Gattuso. And it's Odo. And again, they run up against stubborn defending. Looking to play him in. Oh, well played, well sorted out. Well, a glitch with the rangefinder there, and evident annoyance.
Well, that's down to a simple miscalculation. No more, no less. Are certainly playing with an intense focus in executing their plan here. That dugout has had some relief at least, but now the harder work starts. They've got to push for more.
Yamal is fouled. Well, you might think he got off lightly. It is just a verbal warning.
Well, it was deliberate, it was cynical, and you have to understand the frustration of being denied a clear opportunity, but it had to be done.
Zola considers his options. Oh, he's pulled off a fine save.
Well, I thought his starting position was good, and that helped the keeper to judge the flight of the ball and deal with it well.
Now that's well seen too. Donadoni. Oh, good read.
That was well played, well stopped.
Intercepts the throw, that's well read. So the team separated just by the one goal, which came early in the second period. 1-0 the score. Roberto Carlos. So, Jim, what are you thinking?
Well, I'm inclined to feel that if I was in that dugout, I'd want the players to get on the front foot and grab another. Just try to make this one safe.
Well seen, saw that coming.
He read that really well and stopped it.
Bellingham is always scanning the pitch for targets, looking for options for movement. And he's intervened well there. Gattuso. Ferdinand gets across to intercept that. Ibrahimovic. Now it's Yamal. Donatoni. And it's Drogba. Tries to play it through. He's got away. There's the shot! Oh, fine stop from the keeper.
Yeah, he was well placed to deal with that.
Beckham to take it as usual. And he was alert to it. And Boyan! Oh, that was no routine save.
Well, someone's doing his job properly, Peter, that's for sure.
So their fourth corner of the game. Opts for safety. Donatoni. Good read, needed to be. Gattuso. Almost 75 minutes on the clock now. Plays a sharp little ball here. Yamal out to the right. Looking for the run.
Manchester United really might just end up kicking themselves after that. That could well have been it.
Substitution in progress.
Nice looking ball. And this is Drogba. Drogba! It's a goal! 2 up now, and they are cruising. There was no getting to that, no getting to it at all. Expertly done.
He had the whole picture in his head, Peter. He didn't even look at the goalkeeper.
Indonesia are sitting pretty, 2-0 up.
Well, I think it's just the reward for their application. They've played with great courage to try and kill this off, and for me, it looks like they've just about done it.
It's a promising run he's making on the right. The ball is loose and the chase is on. In towards the back stick. Tries a shot! And somehow he managed to miss it.
It's a good effort, and you can sense that they're upping the gears. This needs to be sustained now.
Zola plays it short. Well, that pass isn't the best. It's Roberto Carlos! Denied by an instinctive save.
I think he's done great there, both reading it and dealing with it.
Corner number 2 then. They've played it short. And here's Zola. Oh, what has happened here? Bellingham! He scores! Late drama, late goal. This will be one frantic ending. Oh, delicious, such devilish curl.
Oh, that's an incredible shot. The dip and the curl he managed to get on it. Impeccable technique, Peter. Absolutely impeccable.
Manchester United give themselves a chance of a fairy tale finish.
Well, who's under pressure now? It's going to require some inspired defending to stop this lot.
It's gone out for a throw-in. Indonesia close now to seeing this one through to the end. Yamal.
6 added minutes has been
Now it's
indicated.
Ibrahimovic. Played with finesse. Oh, that was vital. It's Ibrahimovic! Oh, he's going to be disappointed. He's tried one! Oh, the keeper's done ever so well.
That's very, very good. You can't ask for much more than that.
Chiellini. And he goes cross-field.
That's a cracking pass to stretch the opposition.
Oh, it's a nice idea, but the execution was lacking. Yamal. He's had a shot! And that is it. The equaliser just wouldn't come. It is over. Indonesia proudly... Well, what a sight this is. The colour, the choreography, the camaraderie. The fans have pulled out all the stops to make this a monumental occasion. And the mood is boisterous. It is a perfect ambience for the central characters who are ready now to perform. And that gets things running.
I'm sitting here wondering, Peter, what Roberto Donadoni's main role is going to be. One of Italy's greatest ever.
Oh, he's been caught on it here. He can get that clear. Not the worst cross in the world, but still room for improvement. And he's managed to gift it back. He's a sharp little ball here. Played in deep. Excellent challenge there, uncompromising. Drogba! It's loose, and there's a race for the ball. David, big chance! Off the post!
Indonesia would very much seem to be growing their confidence here. You can feel it.
And Beckham! There it is!
Well, once more, it's him. And we can't be surprised because his instinct for doing this is incredible.
Barcelona are already chasing the game. They didn't envisage that. Doku receives it in a wide position. Oh, now here's an interesting matchup. De Jong, lovely pass, but can he get... He's had a shot! Oh, surely that deserved better.
Beautifully worked to take the defence out of the picture, but there'll be no rush to see the replay on this.
And if you have just joined us, still just one goal between them. 1-0 the score. He's looking wide. Donadoni. Oh, he's been caught napping. Howson tries to clear. And that's gone loose. Oh, easy pickings there. Lee Kang in. And that's been intercepted.
That was well played. Well stopped.
Now it's Olise. Barcelona have a free kick. This looks like a more than decent chance to strike. What a save from Peter Schmeichel! Barcelona with their first corner, the first in the game for either side actually. Lee Kang in goes short. Oh, he's found support out wide. Can he finish?
Well, he got rid because he was under pressure.
Barcelona look happy to sit back for the moment here.
Yeah, everything they're doing screams counter-attack, but it's a long counter-attack. When they win it back, they're not wasting any time. They're just trying to get the runners away as quickly as possible.
David Villa. He's had a fair tumble under that challenge. And he has been fouled there. And he is going into that little black book. Deftly away. And no, that is pretty much the end of that. Kudue is on his... And the shot! Neymar. David Villa. Now it's Drogba. David Villa unable to make it happen for all his good intentions. And here's Doku. Adams gets a foot in here.
Well, that's good defending. He squeezed the play and he gave him no chance to get on the turn.
Donadoni! Oh, it's a nice idea, but... And he's had a hit! It's loose now and they want to get it back.
Size really matters, and it's time to make it matter now.
Shot, surely!
That's just playing it safe and simple.
Yamal, and it's Beckham. Now it's Drogba. And Donatoni. Neymar is a player who barely needs an invitation to shoot.
It looks very much like they'd be happy to settle for this narrow lead at the break.
Aims beyond the defence. Chouameni. Donatoni. Lee Kang-in. Well, that pass isn't the best. Knocks it into space. Doué is onto it in a flash. David Villa. Koundé. And it's Chouameni. Engages and forces him off the ball. Yamal. And he plays one through. Lee Kang-in. Chance here to counter. But it is clear to see that he is not at all happy with that.
Clearly is miffed, having made the run and not get picked out.
Chouameni with the clearance. Referee's had a look, and he's blown his whistle for half-time. Well, it's certainly simmered along nicely so far. Just the one goal in it, and it's all still very much up for grabs.
Yeah, I like the fact that there was a genuine flow to this game, as well as intent. But I can't help feeling that their efforts deserved that little bit more.
Indonesia are in a pretty decent position after 45 minutes. 1-0 to the good.
Se informa a los espectadores que deban abandonar el estadio en coche de que se espera tráfico denso tras el partido. Por favor, circulen con precaución.
Whistle goes, and we start the second half.
Indonesia definitely want to carry on in a similar manner, although I would exercise some caution, Peter. You wouldn't want to leave yourself open in the early minutes trying to kill this off.
It's a pretty loose pass. Olise. Now it's Lee Kang-in. Nicely weighted ball. And no, that was never going to make it. Beckham. And Yamal. Now it's Doku. He's in a great position here. Neymar.
It's a decent chance to counter-attack.
That looks a cracking ball. And the shot! Good run, lovely take, but that is where it stopped.
Villa deserves a lot of credit for his willingness to make those runs. The passers will always have an option with him.
Indonesia have their second corner now. Olise clears it away. And now a sudden chance to counter. Still no way through. The defending here is resolute. Well, he has slightly undercooked that one.
Well, I think the opposition saw that pass coming a mile off, and it wasn't the best decision.
Rijkaard with the foul. A probing pass, and he's intervened well there. Donatoni.
Yeah, they were looking for a counter-attack.
Oh, that's well spotted. Just coming up to the hour mark, and it's still 1-0. Donatoni. Chiellini. Referee's given a throw. Another throw-in. Nuno Mendes. Your impression so far, Jim?
Well, while the temptation's always there, Peter, I think it would be ill-advised of them to try settle for what they've got.
Tries a shot! Oh, he's hit the bar! And that has been clubbed away.
Cambio de jugadores en el Barcelona. El dorsal 21 será sustituido por el dorsal 7.
Barcelona really are going for it here, Peter. Now it's just a matter of sustaining the effort.
There is an irresistible, irrepressible look about them here.
Well, the question now is whether they can sustain it.
He's going for goal! And he was there to get a vital touch.
I think he's done great there, both reading it and dealing with it.
Corner number 2 then. Indonesia have the chance to go the other way. Well, they've got it back in a hurry. It's a searching pass. Doku. Not the most accurate pass. Indonesia do have options available on the bench if they want to go that way. Koundé.
They'll want to make the most of this turnover.
Lee Kang-in looking to play him in. Olise providing an outlet on that flank. Tries to get it clear. Barcelona have got it back and they'll have another go. Oh, good ball! Chance for a shot!
Barcelona really might just end up kicking themselves after that. That could well have been it.
Now it's Doku. And he's there to retrieve it. That's a good run down the left.
Cambio de jugadores.
Drogba might just make this. Looking for options for movement. And this is Drogba. And that is masterful defending. Drogba showed plenty of... It's Drogba! And the assistant referee rightly gives him offside.
Well, he was given the time and room initially to hold on to the ball, but eventually he was squeezed that bit harder and the task became too much. I think he's got to be a little quicker in his distribution.
It's a mighty effort! Oh, that was no routine save.
Really anticipated that well, didn't he?
All hands on deck for this one. Not pretty, but it gets the job done.
Barcelona really don't have a choice now. They just have to throw everything forward and give themselves a chance to draw level.
There's some great running on show here, but ultimately there was no way through. I think we're just about done here.
Indonesia have really been terrific at snuffing out the threat. Now for something different.
Tries to pass it through.
Well, it's a move of great promise, but will it really prove productive?
Well, there's your danger man, a title that is entirely justified. Lovely bit of skill. That's at the end. Indonesia have held on. They have doggedly, sometimes frantically, preserved the tightest of leads.